Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Combos.
Hey, it's so nice to be sitting next to you finally.
I know. It's been a couple weeks, huh?
A couple months.
Okay, a couple months. It's been a couple months.
What have you been doing?
Honestly, my life is so chaotic, I don't remember what I even did yesterday.
Well, you've been in Dallas.
I was in Dallas for 5 days, came to LA, picked you up at the airport, and now we're here.
And now we're here.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't bring a toothbrush.
We went to the gas station. I went to the gas station and got you a toothbrush.
And
It's not Quip, but it'll do while we're
Yeah,
here.
exactly. That's what I said. It had like the little cover on it, but it literally made my gums bleed.
Great.
We wanted to let you guys know that we have a special guest returning on this episode. Our producer, Susie.
Yay! I missed you guys.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, why have you been shunning me?
We're not shunning
You shun us.
You're sick of our shit.
Susie's never asked us to come on her podcast before.
You're
Oh my
right.
God.
She hasn't. She doesn't
It's
like
so
us.
rude. It's offensive.
It's fine. I was just explaining to my friend that y'all's podcast is very, maybe not y'all's podcast, but your personality with your co-host is very similar to Lindsie and I, because Lindsie likes to take control and she's very anal about certain things, and I'm just like, one, covered in tattoos like Sarah, and then also just like fly by the seat of my pants and I don't care. So.
Yeah, it's an odd couple vibe.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am attracted to and drawn towards people like you who are so laid back, but
So
I don't
same.
have that gift.
Me either.
I'm
that
just real
that wasn't
uptight.
given to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, God was like, no, it's not for you.
Okay.
It's just
Well, here I am. I'm
And-
that part for you.
yes, and it works. So for our listeners who have not listened to Susie and Sarah, their podcast is the Brain Candy Podcast. And what do you guys talk about on there all the time?
We always say we will talk about anything from quantum physics to the Kardashians. So
Great.
sometimes we get nerdy and brainy, and sometimes there's candy. You know, it's just
The
Yeah.
perfect mix.
Yeah.
Perfect mix.
You can't be nerdy all the time.
Yeah.
But I decided to crash your show today because I feel like you guys have been doing this for a long time. You're old pros. You're probably like settling in. It's like an old married couple.
Yeah.
And that made me feel like, what have they really learned about each other over this year and change?
That we're now dependent on each other.
It's like a codependent relationship.
Yeah, I think so.
can
It's weird. We had Will on the podcast in Kail's absence, and I was talking about how it's weird not having my normal partner there. And
Was he offended?
the relationship experts were like, your normal partner, like, Will, how does that make you feel? And he's like, well, she has a work life, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really like a relationship. I spent a lot of time with Kail, I feel like.
Is Will like Kail, though? Is he laid back?
Is he?
I think so.
Will and I get along. Like,
Yeah.
I met him and I was like, oh, wow, like, this is great. And he's so funny. He's so funny.
Really?
But he's not like high strung like me. I take all of that, you know, and Will's just kind of like, okay, well,
What's his sign?
whatever happens. He's a Taurus.
Oh.
What does that mean? What does that tell you about him?
Well, he's the same thing as my grandfather was, so I guess like that's fine.
What does that even mean?
Like my granddad was a good person.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, Taurus,
Pisces and
I'll
Taurus don't
marry
even
ya.
really get along.
I'll marry
So,
you.
I'm a Pisces.
Are you super into that?
I am. That and numerology.
Okay.
I'm into it.
All
I just
right.
learned about that. So I'm a 5. Lindsay's an 8. We don't get along.
Yeah.
Which
Why
is
is that?
makes sense because
Yeah.
it does and it doesn't. You don't know about astrology?
I don't know about numerology.
Numerology? We'll go over it later. It gets kind of intense.
And we would have to talk about math, and like that's not
That
really
gets,
an
I
avenue
need some
that I'm
paper
going down
and
now.
a pen to kind of add
Yeah.
numbers. So
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, I feel like I want to jump into this game I've constructed that's loosely based on the Newlywed Game.
okay, which I've never played.
Okay. Well, yeah, because you're not married.
I
are you?
was
Yeah.
married one
right.
time.
Is it kind of like the game that Jimmy Kimmel plays with like the Bachelor and Bachelorettes thing?
Oh, I don't know.
Where after they do their first appearance, and it's like he sees how much they know about each other, like how many kids they
Okay,
want.
yes,
like,
it's probably like that. So
Yeah.
this is just going to reveal, like, do you really know each other?
Okay.
Okay.
We'll find out.
I'm ready.
Pressure's on. We'll have to put in some, like, game show music right now.
I feel like I know Kail better than Kail knows Kail.
Probably. I don't know anything about myself, so.
Okay, so these are going to be questions for Lindsie
Okay.
about Kail, and then she will confirm whether or not that you got the right answer.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1. What would Kail do to an intruder in her house?
Kill them.
With like a gun or her bare hands or what?
Whichever was most convenient.
That's accurate?
Definitely accurate. Oh, for sure.
Have you ever been in this position where you've had to defend your family's honor?
I've never had to defend, but there was definitely an intruder in the house one time. I told the story on the podcast.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I asked. I was like, I wonder if she'll remember that conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And see if she gets it
Yeah,
right.
no, I really feel like she would kill them, and I would just, I won't answer for myself. But
Okay. Number 2, how old was Kail when she had her first kiss?
10.
Is that a guess or...
It's a wild guess.
Do you remember your first kiss?
Well, yeah, and it was definitely peer pressured in the 4th grade. So how old are you then?
Oh, my
Probably 10 years
gosh.
old.
Yeah, maybe 9, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, did I tell that story
That
before?
seems young.
No.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
Like
I
spin
feel
the
like
bottle?
Kail's probably...
No, it was in the classroom. I don't know where the teacher was.
What?
I don't know. I can't make this up.
Kail's the type of person that I feel like is always going to do stuff like before everybody's gonna
Great,
do
so
it.
I'm fast.
So no, not just like sexually. I don't mean that. I mean like Kail's always going to like try stuff before everybody. So I would guess like a young age. Mm-hmm. For that
Okay,
reason.
wow, you're off to a running start here. I did not see this coming. Okay, where is Kail's dream vacation?
Thailand.
That's not fair because we literally just talked about that this morning.
You did?
Literally
But
before
we've
y'all
talked
got
about
here.
it many times before that too.
She's right.
I cannot believe how
annoyed.
good you are at this. I'm
Yeah.
I'm annoyed too.
She was gonna fail.
Right. All right, maybe they get harder. Okay. Who is Kail's biggest rival from Teen Mom?
Janelle Evans.
Is that accurate?
Definitely Janelle Evans.
Okay.
And then it's Janelle Eason.
Janelle Eason, and Farrah.
And does it change over time? Like,
No, it's been Janelle for a long time, I would
Yeah.
say.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, they should put us on the challenge.
Right. That's what made me ask.
Because then it's legal, it's safe most of the time, right?
right.
Do they fully vet you guys before they put you on there to make sure it's safe?
No, they would vet
don't.
you to make sure that you're just crazy
Dangerous.
enough that you won't kill anybody.
Well, I mean, I can only speak for myself. So.
Okay, what is Kail's guilty pleasure? Can you think of one?
Kail's
Kail?
guilty pleasure.
It can be food. It could be a TV show. It could be whatever.
If you
The
say
ID
it,
channel.
I'm done. I'm walking out.
And
That's literally what I was
Wait, what
thinking
did
in
you
my
say?
head.
the ID channel and Wawa coffee.
Oh my god!
I don't know if the Wawa is like guilty, but for sure Wawa every morning. Because I broke up with Starbucks, so it's been rough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
My deepest condolences.
I mean, I did get it this morning, but that's because there wasn't really any other options. So.
Okay.
And I'm a major fan of Dunkin', so
Yeah, well, America
Okay.
runs on it.
yeah.
And if Duncan would like to sponsor the podcast,
Right, feel free.
Guys.
Have you heard about the revolution in online furniture shopping in Joybird, the company behind it all? Joybird believes that you should never settle when it comes to home furnishings, and they empower their customers to create a space that brings joy.
Joybird turns ideas into reality with hundreds of styles and options to choose from mid-century modern to contemporary classics, customizable, and an impressive variety of fabrics in just about every color imaginable. They also have a wide range of kid and pet-friendly upholstery options available, as well as a free personal design consultant on hand to help you nail down the perfect design.
I love the vibrant colors, and my kids think that the sofas are so comfortable, they're durable, and they are perfect for our home. So they've truly found a way to provide one-of-a-kind furniture made for your unique style, and it's really good quality. Each Joybird piece is made by hand with care and precision using high-quality hardwood and responsibly sourced materials to fit your exact specifications. So there's even a limited lifetime warranty included.
See how Joybird is revolutionizing online furniture shopping and create the furniture that brings joy today. Go to joybird.com/coffee and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using our code COFFEE. That's 25% off your first order at joybird.com/coffee with our code COFFEE.
Okay, who is Kail's celebrity crush? I would love to know this.
Post Malone.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't
it is
sleep with
not.
him, but I love him. I wouldn't sleep with him. However, if you want to do a collab for Pothead, we're ready.
Fine.
Yes.
We'll be there.
So Who would be a crush then that you would like to date? You know, like not realistic. I'm talking like
To date? Maybe like Rachel McAdams.
Oh.
But she's not gay.
Kail doesn't really
you're gonna
like,
make
if
an
she's going to go like the girl way.
Yeah.
She doesn't really like
Feminine.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be me.
No,
say
it
that.
would not be you,
It would not
Lindsay.
be
I'm
me.
sorry.
It's not a match.
I'm too much. I'm too much. It's not a match. You know, like, are you the one? I'm not the one.
Right. What about Kate McKinnon? She's a good one.
I don't know who that is.
On SNL. Oh, she's super cute. I mean, if
I'm gonna
you're
look her
into
up.
that. Yeah, see what
If you're
you
into
think.
that kind of thing.
But for now, you're saying Post Malone, and you kind of agreed.
Yeah, I definitely love him. I did a photo shoot at Inc. magazine not too long ago, and they had a picture of him doing like a certain pose, and they had like the little sign, and I copied him and I tagged him. He's tweeted me back.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
But I have to hold it together and not act like a groupie.
Well, yeah.
So I'm just
And I
chill.
hope he's
I don't
not
respond.
listening.
You know,
Posty, if you're listening.
he's not listening. But if you want to be
Kail
on
loves
Coffee
you.
Combos, we're also willing.
Are you into dirty boys?
Yes.
Is that like your thing?
Yes. The dirtier, the better.
Clearly, Post Malone.
He's probably not dirty. It's just a facade.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think he's
He's
actually
a method
dirty.
actor, if that's the case. It's very convincing.
Yeah.
His music's great, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
he's
Post's
talented.
music.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of coffee, how does Kail like her coffee? Or what does she order?
What does she order?
You know, her go-to beverage.
I know it's like not the same as me.
Definitely not.
It's not the same. And normally
Are you like a frappuccino kind of gal?
no, I like...
You can't say it because I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay,
ask-
because you've got to... Okay.
She has different questions.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, I like my coffee
You like a latte?
iced, and I like a latte.
Caramel drizzle.
Yep. And...
I got it this morning for her. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
cheating.
Kail normally, if she goes to Starbucks, she gets like a refresher.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get like a coffee most of the time.
What's a refresher?
So they used to have this one called the Cool Lime Refresher, and it was like super low calorie, but it had caffeine.
Oh, that's great.
So it's like it was like a iced green tea-ish type of drink.
Okay.
But I feel like
my
she gets
ex
like
used to call it-
hazelnut or something.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
From Wawa.
Yeah, from Wawa.
My God.
Lindsay.
Lindsay-
Lindsay's
of it.
a
Yeah.
steel trap of information.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate.
Wow. Okay.
It's inappropriate.
What is Kail's biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve? I would say people not being clean.
Except Post Malone.
But we don't know if he's dirty.
We don't. He might just look
he
that
might
way.
just look like he doesn't wash his hair.
So you don't like smelling?
No, I don't like smells.
No, and I feel like a pet peeve that she
There's
has.
one that I came to mind instantly, and we've
Okay.
talked about it before, and I'm going to see if you remember.
Ooh, okay. This is fun. This is what I was looking for all along.
The one that she doesn't know.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is it?
When I'm in a relationship, or even like my kids, when they leave shit in the middle of the floor, and I trip over it.
yes,
Okay.
yes, like the
It
shoes.
irks my nerve.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the freaking shoes.
Yeah.
Like my ex-husband used to come home and leave his duffel bag and the shoes in the middle of the doorway.
Right.
Like, do you want me to die?
Yes.
What is this?
That's why he's your ex-husband.
True.
That is a good one.
Yeah, it irks my nerve. My kids do it too, and I'm like, it doesn't belong here. Like, why? Why are you taking? But then I have found myself taking, because the first thing I do when I walk in the house is take off my socks and shoes. I love to be barefoot. Like, it's like my feet are claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And I've found that I've
She
left
really
my
likes to
shoes.
get into nature. You know, like she likes to ground herself into
on.
nature.
Very
So I found that I've been leaving my
Crunchy.
shoes in the middle of nowhere. Or like in the middle of everywhere, rather.
So it's kind of like she's a double standard person.
Yeah.
It's fine if she does it, but if somebody else
because
does
there's
it,
no
it's
other
not a
adult that
thing.
lives with me. So at this point, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
you can do whatever you want. Who is more likely to cancel a get together between the two of you? You have to share your answer.
Both of us.
Oh,
For different reasons.
Like, yeah.
Oh, why? What's your
We're both-
reason?
She doesn't feel like going.
Yeah.
And then Kail is like she would probably commit
You
to
double
it,
book.
and then she would either double book or it would be like she would want to do it in the moment that she committed to it, and then she's probably like watching ID channel and at home and she like fell asleep and then woke up and it was too late to go.
I double booked my last night in Dallas. I had a business dinner And then my aunt came into town and was like, I want to take you to dinner. But I didn't want to, like, tell them both that I had dinner plans. God. So I went out to dinner with my aunt.
It's terrible.
And then I was like, oh, we're filming after this. And then I went to another dinner. And they called me out. They were like, why aren't you eating? I was so full.
Kail's a bad communicator.
I ate half of a fajita that I put, like, one slice of meat in. And she's like, why are you eating? It's so good. And I was just like, I literally can't eat anymore. Like, I'm eating. I'm just talking a lot.
Is it because you're a people pleaser?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want to let them down.
So, like, probably.
And the crazy thing is out of our personalities, you would think that I would be that one and she would be the other one.
Yes.
But I'm totally not.
You don't give a shit.
No.
You're like, canceling.
Yeah,
okay.
canceled.
What is Kail's go-to karaoke song? I don't imagine you to be a karaoke lover, are you?
I'm not. I sing in the shower, but I'm not a karaoke lover.
I feel like if she was going to sing karaoke, she would probably know words to whatever Eminem sang on 8 Mile.
Yes, I know.
No!
I was thinking more like Britney Spears, like Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yeah.
But yes, Eminem would definitely
be a thing.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
that could be some bonus.
Me too.
Content.
Maybe we'll do that tonight.
right.
Behind the scenes,
things get crazy. All right, you did a really good job.
You did.
It's very impressive.
I'm impressed with myself, to be perfectly honest. I'm just going to tell you guys.
Sitting a little higher.
Yeah.
These then are questions to Kail about Lindsie.
Oh no,
she's going to get none right.
Some of them are the same, but some are different. What is Lindsie's biggest pet peeve?
Lindsie's biggest pet peeve?
I have lots of them.
Not like you.
People not sticking to schedules.
Yep. Kail knows because she's been on the receiving end of this.
People wasting your time. These aren't ones that you have a specific one, don't you? Okay.
It's like
hygiene.
Hygiene is definitely one of them.
One time,
if you're dirty,
she told
get out.
someone they couldn't get in the bed with her because they didn't wash their feet.
They have to do it every night?
Like, you need a shower.
Before getting into bed.
Yeah. Like,
and then again in
not
the morning?
on my clean sheets. Like, no.
Not on
like,
your Brooklyn's.
Yeah, no. Like, no. You're out.
Wow.
Like, what was the one that you were thinking, though?
I really hate, like, smackers, like, at dinner.
When they chew.
Like, or somebody that has, like, really bad table manners. I'll just get up.
You can't take it.
No. Like, it literally, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I can't.
Table manners. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know. If we go to dinner later, my elbows will not be on the table.
Yeah.
Mind. Okay, what is Lindsie's guilty pleasure?
Lindsie's guilty pleasure. Lifetime?
Lifetime. I love Lifetime. And people think it's so crazy because the movies are so predictable.
But you love it.
Well,
I always feel
wow.
like she's always watching Lifetime.
Always. And
Wait,
Will thinks that's the craziest
Is
thing
it the
in the
ones
world.
with all the Christmas? No, that's Hallmark.
That's Hallmark.
What's on
no,
Lifetime?
They're like
it's
murders.
murders.
Oh.
But they're like
predictable murders.
Oh.
It's like, you know, the man's coming with a knife.
The music is like honing in on what's about to happen.
Right. It's like kind of like really bad actors.
What do you
But
love
it's very
about
enjoyable watching.
I just feel
like that it's probably real life stuff that happens more often than we know about. And
Well, that's like
Lifetime's
the
just capitalizing.
True.
Or is it like the jealous lover? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
And like weird
It's like that.
mother-child stories. It's freaking weird.
It's like the daddy, double daddy.
Double
is one of
daddy?
them, where it's like he got 2 girls pregnant in high school or something. It's
Who
like
got
so
killed?
stupid. And then like the girls try to kill each other.
Oh, wow. That's deep.
Yeah. It's real deep. I feel like it's
Okay.
something I could see Kail starring in.
What? Oh my God. Poor Kail.
It's fine. Are you guys ready to try the most comfortable flat you've ever worn and that you can wear all day, every day for any occasion? Because seriously, you're not going to want to take them off, and they're Rothy's. Rothy's is an everyday flat for life on the go. It's stylish, classic, comfortable, and comes in 4 fashionable styles. The flat, the point, the loafer, and my favorite, the sneaker for women and girls.
I personally like the loafer, and now that they have this sneaker, I'm obsessed with those. These shoes are even royalty approved. Did you see the picture of Meghan Markle wearing Rothy's on her recent Australian tour with Prince Harry? They have been flying off the shelves ever since.
You'll feel good about wearing them too because they're made from recycled plastic water bottles. Rothy's has reached nearly 20 million bottles recycled in total. A major added bonus, they're machine washable because let's face it, feet sweat.
I love my Rothy's, and I know you will too. Right now, Rothy's has an amazing deal for our listeners. Use code COFFEE at rothys.com to get free shipping with no minimum, free shipping and free returns and exchanges on your Rothy's shoes, and trust me, you will not want to return them. Go to rothys.com, that's ROTHYS.com, and enter COFFEE to get your new favorite flats and free shipping. It's a no-brainer, shoes that are comfortable, stylish, and sustainable, and free shipping. Get yourself a pair today at rothys.com, promo code COFFEE. Get this deal while it lasts.
Who is Lindsay's celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. I'm not really good with celebrity names, but I know he's got to be tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh, okay.
Definitely has brown hair.
It's somebody that y'all aren't going to guess.
Vin Diesel.
No. Vin Diesel. No, you guys want me to tell you?
Yes.
Rob Lowe.
Who's that?
He's much older.
He's
Much
from the
older,
Brat
like-
Pack. He
like
was in
how
like
much
all those 80 movies.
He's so hot.
80s.
I would never have guessed that.
Was he in St. Elmo's Fire? I forget what he was in.
Y'all lost me.
Okay, you
I'm
guys,
lost.
pull
I'm
up a
looking him
picture
up.
of...
Wasn't he in the West Wing? I don't know.
Thank you.
He's literally
He's so
hot.
handsome, though.
Was he my
He's
type?
no,
'Cause he's
not
not
at
dirty.
all.
He's real
Okay.
preppy. Here, have a look.
Oh, okay.
You know that guy.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
He's a
He's
handsome
like my
fella.
longtime love.
Okay.
Long
Yeah.
time love.
Yeah.
Do you
I've
remember
never
when
met
you
the man.
first fell in love?
I've never met the man, but
That's fine.
I watched him on some series. I
The
forget
West
the name
Wing.
of it.
He was on Outsiders. Was the movie?
Oh, Outsiders.
He
I
was
know
in
that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, he's so good looking.
Oh yeah, Wayne's World. I forgot he was in it.
Oh yeah, Wayne's World. I would watch anything that he's in just to see him
Okay.
because I'm that in love with him.
What would you do if you met him?
Don't be a groupie.
Probably not talk to him and act like that I was not interested.
Right. I feel like that's what I would have to
Yeah.
do too.
I always talk to
But
him
then
when I
like
meet
try
him.
to get his attention, but like not be interested.
But not be interested.
Oh,
right.
you're being aloof.
yeah, like a
like-
hard to get type of thing.
Like I would want him to be super interested in me, but like I would show him no interest.
You know what? His wife looks kind of like you. I mean, she's his age though, but she's blonde, and maybe you're his type.
Maybe,
Just keep that in
but
mind.
he's got a wife.
and you have a husband.
I've got a husband, so yep.
Okay. What is Lindsay's favorite reality show to watch?
Teen Mom too, of course.
I do like to watch.
The Kardashians,
I used to, but not anymore. I'm just not into
Oh
it.
yeah, I
like
should have asked. Why am I not asking?
The
Kail?
Bachelorette, and The Bachelor.
That's the one. that
Yeah,
she would
yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Okay, and you agree.
Agree.
What is Lindsay's signature recipe?
Cauliflower mac and cheese.
I do like to make that from HelloFresh, but it's not my recipe.
Her
We talked about this
breakfast
before.
casserole.
breakfast casserole.
Is it a breakfast casserole?
Yeah, but like, what does my child like that I make all the time?
Is it sweet or savory?
Savory.
Savory.
Okay.
And it's
I would say it's savory.
a toaster strudel.
That's not a recipe.
That's not savory.
I wish my dad made toaster strudels though, like that girl on Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah.
I wish
Gretchen
my dad
Wieners.
was the inventor because I eat them like every day.
You're...
It's
It's not a recipe.
It's
It's not a
chili.
recipe.
Oh.
It's chili. I hate chili.
Oh.
You do?
I freaking hate chili.
It's...
I hate anything with beans in it.
You send me pictures cooking all the time.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm obviously better at this game.
Because she shows me, like...
Because I want to, like, rub off on her.
Yeah, because I'm not a cooker. I'm not a
Okay.
chef.
Chef Kail, it's
Not
not,
a
a
thing.
thing.
Maybe you're just more mysterious. That's
What
why.
is it?
Maybe. Spaghetti.
Oh, I was thinking that. I swear to God. But if I said it, I thought I would be so dead wrong.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Okay, I was thinking that, but okay, I didn't
What's
get it
the
right.
secret with that? Like, what's?
I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why it's,
a secret recipe.
Whoa.
It's a very big secret.
She feels
Okay.
attacked.
Did Lindsay play sports growing up? And if yes, which ones?
Lindsay played.
Should she know? Have you told her? No, it's a secret too.
Softball?
Softball? Do I look like a softball player?
No.
Did you cheer?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
she was a cheerleader.
That seems more like,
Softball?
fitting.
No. I would fail.
Okay.
I would fail at softball.
Did you do anything other than cheering?
Track.
Track. Okay,
Oh,
that's what I would have
that
thought.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem like a track kind of gal. Okay, I'm interested in this. How many bridesmaids did Lindsie have?
Lindsie had 0 bridesmaids because she eloped.
That's what I thought when I wrote that.
That's right. Yeah.
I can't
Got
believe
one right.
you eloped.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
amazing.
crazy, right?
That's amazing.
I'm crazy.
Doesn't
I'm
she
wild.
seem like the type
I
to
would
have
be the one
of
that would
those?
elope.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, but he said no.
And so you had a wedding and you eloped.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
That's what I'm
opposite
saying.
of
We're
what-
like the weirdest too.
Yeah.
Odd couple.
Do you? Are you glad you eloped?
Absolutely.
Well, then there was no planning. You didn't have to stress out because
Yeah.
you would have stressed the fuck out.
Oh,
yeah, I
good
would.
point.
Could you imagine
Oh
me
my
being a
God,
bride?
Bridezilla.
No, you bridezilla.
Yeah, it would be horrible.
Yeah.
Kail would quit my wedding.
Oh, yeah. I'm out.
She would quit me.
She'd double book that day.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What is Lindsay's favorite musical artist or group of all time?
Ric Flair Drip. Who sings that? The Migos?
What is that?
I love Ric Flair Drip.
Is that a song?
It's a rap. Yeah, it's a song by
it's a
rappers.
song.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who sings it, but
It's Migos.
I think it is Migos, and I really like Mo Bamba these days.
Okay, but is that a group or is that a song?
You
That-
have to
Mo
guess
Bamba?
this answer, Kail.
It's that song that I played for you.
Oh, we got to listen to it later.
Yeah.
It's her
Who
favorite.
would you guess?
If I had to guess, I would say the Migos.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay, what is the correct answer?
Spice Girls.
What? No, you just made that up.
No, I didn't. That was my first
They're
concert
your
ever.
favorite group of all time.
Yeah, I would still listen to them every day. Spice up your life.
Wow, every day?
I would listen to it every day. Yeah, I had everything Spice Girls. I even called
Spice World.
all the Walmarts when the Barbies came out, and like I couldn't get Ginger. She was
Yeah,
the
she was
redheaded
nowhere-
one.
she was MIA.
She was nowhere to be found. And our little store, like our tiny ass Walmart, got it, and I made my grandparents take me up there and get it. Like I was obsessed with Spice Girls.
And so you have all
Obsessed.
five.
I heard that they were like doing a remake, like tour.
Yeah.
I will be there. That was my first concert ever.
But Victoria Beckham won't, Posh Spice won't
That's
be a part
right.
of it.
Yeah.
So fucking
Which I
rude.
feel like is like,
It's rude.
Yeah.
It's offensive.
It
To
is.
be honest.
You feel
I
like
did
Think
love
about
them, too.
all the girls that like would really love that.
yeah.
I just want to clarify. You have 5 dolls, though. You have the entire.
She had them
them.
as a child.
As a child.
All 5
Yeah.
then?
I only could find
Yeah.
3 because I couldn't find Posh or Ginger.
Oh, well, that sucks. You didn't have it all.
I didn't have it all. At all.
You didn't have them, but I did, and I let everybody know.
And where are they now? Gone.
Oh,
Gone with the
and you
wind.
know, I'm going to say one of my favorite songs was Shaggy.
Oh my God! It wasn't me or whatever.
Oh my gosh, we used
That
to
was
sing
from the
that
Hit
as a
Clips.
child, like 10 years old, and it was
Yeah.
so provocative.
Yeah.
Evocative.
Can you believe?
This is so great.
Let me blow your mind here. Everyone has different hair types, so why are we all using the same shampoo and conditioner? Have you ever wondered that too? Now there is a brand that brings you shampoos and conditioners that are customized and individually filled just for you. It's called Function of Beauty, and we are in love.
Function of Beauty individually formulates every bottle for you specifically based on your hair type, your hair goals, and your preferences. You select your desired color, fragrance, or opt for a dye-free, fragrance-free option. You even get to name your own formula, which is super fun. And these products are so personalized that your name will actually be printed on the bottle. Another cool thing is that all their ingredients are safe and natural, and Function of Beauty never uses sulfates, parabens, or any other harmful ingredients.
For me, I wanted more hydration for my hair, color protection, and help with my split ends. And I chose the eucalyptus scent, and I loved my name came on the bottle. I thought that was a really cute added touch. And we're not the only ones that are raving about Function of Beauty. People and Instagram are loving it too. In fact, it is the internet's top-rated customized shampoo with over 8,000 five-star customer reviews and counting.
Our listeners will receive 20% off their first custom formula. And to claim this offer, go to functionofbeauty.com now and take the quick 2-minute hair profile quiz to design your 100% unique shampoo and conditioner formulas. Use our promo code COFFEE at checkout for 20% off your first order at functionofbeauty.com. That's functionofbeauty.com with code COFFEE at checkout to get 20% off your first order today.
Okay, what is Lindsay's pet name for Will? You know how you like refer to somebody.
I don't think it's appropriate for this podcast.
You know it.
No, it's just probably something not nice.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. It wouldn't be like, because I'm more like a,
Funny type of like not cute
You
pet name.
tease.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you don't even say babe or honey?
No.
What?
No.
Who does that? You?
Everyone.
What do you call Adam then?
Well, I call him Bungle.
Bungle?
In England, it's like a bear that is a cartoon.
So you say, hey, Bungle.
Yeah, hey, our whole family does it. My son and
so
me.
Cute.
Calls you a Bungle?
Yeah, we're all Bungles.
Y'all are the dream.
I'll be
We're
like,
not.
Bungle! All day long.
We're not the dream, but y'all are.
That's amazing.
You can call him that, too, if you want.
Do they do that in England? Like, a lot of families do that, or just y'all?
No, just us. And this is a problem I have because my husband's British. I'm always like, is it England or is it Adam? Like, if he does something weird, I'm not sure if it's cultural or just him. like, you know, when he does something, I'm just like, is that your whole country or just you?
We could do a whole episode on, like, English slang and, like...
Yeah, they do have a
things.
colorful language.
Yeah,
We're
it's, like,
separated
so
by a common
different.
language, I always say.
At least Adam has two excuses. It could either be him
Or it could be
like,
culture. Yeah.
At
Will
any
has
rate-
no excuse.
But
Except just
what
him.
is the name? What do you call him? Like asshole? What?
Yeah, that's what I
Is
was
it?
thinking.
For real?
Yeah. But
Dick.
but it would be like lovingly.
Like, what's up, Dick?
For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
Come here, Dick. Like,
I'm learning a lot. Okay, well then, how old were you? How old was Lindsie for her first kiss?
First kiss?
Yeah. What would you bet for?
I would go ahead out and say 17.
17? Are you serious? I was grown then.
I was grown.
14.
Okay. It's a nice
I think it was like
compromise.
9th grade.
Long story
Is that-
short, I'm going to need
that's
flashcards
Yeah, you
moving
need
forward with
flashcards.
this situationship.
You guys both did really well.
I didn't.
I mean, but she's so mysterious.
Right.
How are you supposed to get inside of that locked up soul?
I know. I'm chained up.
You're more of an open book.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm chained up.
Yeah. My soul is
But-
just chained.
I mean, maybe we'll revisit in another year.
Yeah.
And
That's a good idea.
have
Maybe like
unlocked the
on year
mystery.
2.
Year 2.
We'll
Yep.
revisit.
I do want to know before, we wrap up is just in general after, what is this, 67 episodes or whatever, what you've learned in general. Like, do you feel like, is it just podcasting is different than you thought, or about your listeners, or about each other?
First of all, I thought I wanted to do it for like a while before I did. And I feel like it's been more rewarding than I could have ever imagined in a lot of ways, because I feel like we've been able to connect with so many people that we would have never had access to through the podcast, hearing stories of people, and kind of realizing that we are more normal than what we thought that we are, and we have more things in common with people than we thought that we ever did. And I definitely feel like in a lot of ways having a co-host that's completely opposite than me has calmed me in some ways, and then makes me
you
want to
out.
like kill her in some ways.
Sounds about right.
You're like, same.
Yeah, no, so much same. I actually, to be perfectly honest, I was a little apprehensive about doing the podcast because I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I've never really experienced it. And then when Lindsie approached me about doing it, I was like, okay, let me start listening to some podcasts to kind of see how they go. And I went to school for stuff like this. So I was like, okay. And then when I started doing it, I was like, I really love this.
Is it weird, though, to kind of produce yourself? Because you're used to being produced.
Yeah.
kind of.
No, and people love it.
Yeah.
Like, people have actually tweeted me and been like, oh, truthfully, we didn't like you before we listened to the podcast.
No.
We get
Yeah.
that every single week, that Kail comes across way different on the podcast because it's genuinely her. Like
Like, my guard is down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on TV, I feel like I have to portray a certain image, or I don't want certain people to see my feelings, so I'll just, like,
More
put up a
defensive.
wall. Yes, and I'm very defensive, which I am normally anyway, but, like, on the podcast, I don't have to be defensive at all.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever you're doing like a job with somebody that you know, like, okay, I'm going to have her best interest, and no matter what, like, we're a team, like we're working together, and we're not having to worry about like producing each other. You
And I
what
know
mean?
if
It's
I
like,
tell her, I said this, but I don't want to put it in the podcast, she'll make sure
it's not
going to be in the
Yeah.
podcast. So that's kind of
Builds
nice.
trust.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I have that on TV.
Right.
No matter what I do, it's like, oh my gosh, I realize I just said that or I just did that, but that's not how I meant it, and I know it's how it's going to be perceived, and I have no way of getting rid of it.
And it's maybe not like what is said, it's more of how something's said, and then it might be like misinterpreted or taken like completely the wrong way, and the backlash that you're going to get. I got a tweet the other day actually that somebody, like a listener, had tweeted saying that people really need to realize that public figures, or whatever you want to call whatever we are, how we are real people, and that we're judged at such like a higher standard. Like people hold us at such a higher standard, or like we, like the vaccination thing, us having two totally different like perspectives on it. There was so much backlash from that. And it's like, but we're just normal people. And if a normal mom just said that, it would be fine, but like, because Kail is Kail or I'm me, like we can't have an opinion about it, or we have to be more guarded about that opinion and not feel like we can share that as mothers because people are going to judge at whatever angle. But I do feel like in the podcast, I've learned to not really care as much about what people are thinking, because people are going to have an opinion, whether it be like good or bad, no matter what you say. So
was there a time when people reached out, or one person or however many, about something and you're like, I did not see that coming? Like,
a lot of times actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That happens all the time for us too, where you'll think, that was just an off the cuff comment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But they'll hang on to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know the context of their life. It might have stuck out
trigger
for a
or
reason.
something.
Yeah. But you can't please everybody.
No, not at all.
Or anybody.
And I just feel like we try to bring like an authentic show, and we try not to not that we don't think about what we say, but we try to just give it like the real deal. You know what I mean? And so sometimes when you say something that's not like a scripted whatever, then it comes across in a way that some people might take offensively, or some people might think it's really funny. Like some people might think what I said was really funny, and then some people might be like, oh, wow, she's so dumb. And it's like, okay, I don't know which side of the spectrum I'm going to fall on this week. Yeah. But I'm just going to be me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I've just learned that it's like fine just being me.
Yeah.
When I first got into like the TV thing, I was not fine being me, because I felt so guarded and didn't know like, okay, these people are going to hate me and whatever. And I've just become way more comfortable with myself over the past year doing the podcast.
And that's just like adulting too.
Yeah.
As you like sink into it, you're like, oh, it's so much better now that I know who I am and all that stuff. And I feel like your listeners are on that same journey with you.
Yeah.
And so that's fun too to hear what.
And I feel like as we talk about certain things, it can be like such a small topic that it's bringing awareness in ways that we didn't even know ourselves when we talked about the topic, like the teeth thing. We would have never known that baby teeth carried stem cells, that you can preserve them, like the same way that you can an umbilical cord.
Or even like relationship stuff.
Yeah. We would have never known. And it like hit somebody. I mean, we get messages all the time of how it like helped somebody's relationship to see from a perspective of somebody else that's going through it, or co-parenting stuff with you, how people really relate. So it's nice to be able to have that outlet to be able to share that.
Mm-hmm. And you can do it and just reach people directly. You're not being filtered through an editing process or whatever that you don't have control over.
And then we have no idea what's going to be
aired,
said, or exposed. You know what I love? Saving money. $368 per year. That's how much that has been reported that the average American is overpaying for car insurance. But searching for a better deal can take hours, and most of the time results in a bombardment of unwanted spam calls and emails. No longer, though, thanks to thezebra.com.
TheZebra.com is the nation's leading car insurance comparison site because it's the only place that you can compare hundreds of policies from all the top carriers and choose the one that's best for you. Best of all, they'll never sell your information to the spammer, so you won't get all those unwanted calls or emails. I remember last year, before I knew about the Zebra, I did this, and I'm still getting calls today.
You just answer a few questions on a simple, fast form, and then they do the work to find you the best rates and coverage in your state. TechCrunch calls the Zebra kayak for auto insurance. It's fast, it's easy, and it's a simple must-do. The Zebra is the honest way to compare car insurance quotes from all the top providers all at once.
Go today and start saving at thezebra.com/coffee. That's thezebra.com/coffee, spelled THEZEBRA.com/coffee.
So I wanted to ask you guys, because I noticed you guys have different communication styles.
Yeah.
Because I have to email you and text you during the week about work stuff. And you guys have very different approaches. Have you noticed this about yourself?
Yes.
I hate email.
What is with that? Is it so millennial? I know. But
I just don't like to email. I don't like the notifications. I'd rather just get a text.
See, I do like email because it keeps track of like the conversation.
So
like
there's text message.
But I know, but
Save your threads.
But Kail opens them and then doesn't respond.
To
so,
what?
To
text. Both. But also I know that I'm reading the text. Like I'm going to read it. The email, I'm just opening and closing to get rid of the notification.
That's insane.
And see, I can't do that. Okay, so I will open it and I'll read it. And if it's not something that I can respond to immediately, then I flag it. And then that way I know that I've opened it, but I haven't responded to it. And then I go back to it.
So does it get rid of the notification if you flag it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, this might be... I still
like,
don't
for
like
example,
email.
Susie sent me an email and I knew it was yesterday. And I was like, okay, well, we're busy doing podcast stuff, so I can't respond to this like right at this moment.
Oh, and it's orange.
But I opened it and read it, and I was like, okay, this is something I'm going to go back to. And then I flagged it.
Oh.
That's life-changing.
That might be good.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll let you know in a couple weeks if it's working out.
But your system is crazy, too, because on your phone, I see there are hundreds of unread.
She has Lindsie has 357 unread texts, 18 notifications in social media, which that would drive me nuts, and 117, what is that, missed calls?
Yeah. And only 3 emails, though.
These I feel like our personality or our communications would be backwards. Like I would be the one that has this, and you would be the one that can't get rid of that wants to get rid of the notifications.
But like I respond to like business stuff. I'm good about responding to you and Adam.
But like, okay, so if you open this app, is it going to get rid of all the notifications?
No.
No.
You have to open each one.
What?
Yeah,
So
you have
she
to
missed
open
the
each
boat.
one.
And your phone's on 30%. This is irking my nerve.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't.
I don't know how to fix it, you guys.
You open the text messages.
I don't.
You're not going to read them anyway, so just open them.
Yes.
To get rid of the notifications.
But I might go back and read them like at some point. But I don't want to open it and then like forget that I opened it, and then I kind of feel like a sense of obligation. If I open it, then like I need to respond to it. If I don't open it, I don't feel the obligation to, because it's kind of like, okay, well, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like I didn't get it.
Do you have your read receipts on?
On certain people.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So you can do it
Specifically.
I did not know that.
I do it when I'm in a relationship so
Yeah,
that
I
they
do
know
too.
that I left them on red.
No.
Yes.
That's a thing.
I need them to know that if I'm mad at you, you're getting left on red.
Wouldn't that
Oh
be
my
something
God.
that you would do to Adam? Like if he texts you
And you were
and
mad
you
at
were
him?
like mad?
I would never
That's such a power
have the
play.
discipline to not read the message.
No, but you
Right.
do.
I can
And
see
then
that.
it says red, and
Yeah.
then you don't respond to it.
She's saying she just has them unread.
No, on
No.
red.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
if me
Okay,
and somebody
okay,
are
okay,
fighting,
okay.
or
Got it.
like I don't like what you say, and I only have your read receipts on,
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you on red, so you know I read it, and I'm ignoring you.
Oh, that is mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would you do that to Adam or not?
Yeah, now I'm on board. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
This
Well,
sounds
at least
great.
you know that you read it, but
Like my marriage is going to fall apart, and it'll all just be because of this episode.
Because of us.
And be like, sorry, bungle.
Don't
Bungle.
don't take relationship advice from either of us.
no, not at all. Do you have it in your phone as Bungle?
No, Bungle Bear, I think. Adam Bungle
Stop.
Bear.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
it
Oh,
is.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
can't
such
wait
a
to
pet
like
name.
be in a relationship again so I can have a cute nickname. I might even call them Bungle
Mine just says like
or
Will
Jungle.
Campbell.
Will. You don't even have him in as like husband.
No. It's just Will Campbell.
What if it was like Dick?
I know. I was just to say like Will Dick.
Yeah.
Dick Will.
What's up, Dick?
Dickard.
Is his full name
Dickie.
William?
William. Mm-hmm. Look,
Adam's showing you
Adam
his-
has-
Susie Bungle. Stop.
Now, though, I mean, I'm going to forever think of you guys now when I say Bungle.
Bungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like pet names.
See, I can see why people use them. They probably started from someone having multiple relationships at one time and had to keep their name straight. When I was in a relationship with Joe, I wouldn't let him call me like babe or anything.
Why?
Because I was like, because you probably have another girlfriend. And I
and
want
like
you to know
call
my name.
them all babe.
But also, when people use my actual name in a sentence, I love it. So like if I'm in a relationship and they call me Kail, or like they're like trying to talk to me and they say Kail or Kaylin, like I'm like, oh, I like that. It's personal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
and see, I don't.
Or
I'm the
something
opposite.
like Bungle is so unique. It's not babe, so
Right.
it's not like generic.
But if Will's like Lindsie,
it's serious biz, right?
You're like, I hate you. Shut up.
yeah, I'm like, don't ever talk to me again. In fact, forget my name.
Oh my god.
It makes me angry.
Really?
Like an angry person.
Are you one of those people that when you are angry that you get aggressive, or
Yeah.
are you silent? Like I get silent.
I get both.
Yeah, I was going to say you're
I get aggressive and then silent.
Yeah, called that one.
So you'll yell or whatever.
And then I like
Won't talk
turn
to
into
you.
a recluse.
No.
Yeah. I like yell and get it all out because then I know I'm like, okay, now I feel
That
better.
was my dream. I told you. I walked into her. I swear to God, I walked into her bedroom yesterday morning. I said, Lindsie, you were my dream fighting with Adam about the podcast, like yelling at Adam. Yes.
That's terrible.
And I was like, fine, if she doesn't want to do it, I'll just record the episode by myself. And Adam was like, no, we can't do that. I said, okay.
He's even civil in your dreams.
Yeah.
Lindsie was not happy.
I'm never civil.
Okay, guys, let's take a minute to imagine what your life would be like if you never had to go to the grocery store again. I hate grocery shopping, and it really is as great as you think it would be. So how do I know that? Because I use Instacart. This is such an amazing service. It's a way to have groceries delivered to you so that you don't have to get them yourself.
Get the app or go to instacart.com and shop the groceries that you need from your favorite stores. Then a shopper will gather your groceries and deliver them in as little as 1 hour or at a time that you choose. It's as simple as that. Time spent sitting in traffic on your way to the supermarket, looking for a parking spot and waiting in line to check out, that all adds up. With Instacart, you'll be able to use that time to do things that you actually enjoy doing. Trust me, you'll get used to all the extra time real quick.
I'm in and out of the grocery store at least 3 to 4 times a week when I have my kids. So it's been super kind of inconvenient, and this makes it way more simple. So
And that's just not a thing for me because I use Instacart all the time.
Well, now I can relate. So Instacart keeps hot items hot and cold items cold, and they're available at your favorite stores, including local and national retailers. You can also save money with this service by using exclusive coupons on pantry staples.
Try Instacart and get $10 off your first order. To get this limited time offer, go to instacart.com or download the mobile app to enter our promo code COFFEE at checkout. That's $10 off your first order today at instacart.com or through the mobile app, and don't forget to enter our code COFFEE. Once more, instacart.com or through the mobile app with our code COFFEE at checkout.
How often do you have an argument where you yell at someone?
All the time.
Once a day.
Yeah,
No,
daily.
what is
Probably.
going
Yeah.
on? Do you have anger issues?
No, she's
No.
not angry.
I'm not an angry person. I just don't like people being stupid. Like if
Just
you're
me all the time.
If you're stupid, then I'm just going to be like, hey, you know what? You got stuck with a stupid stick today, or
And
struck
you need to
with
get
it.
it together.
And, yeah, get it together.
Well, Kail claims that she is
Mean.
but I can't
No.
even picture it.
No.
Oh, I am.
Kail-
I'm so mean.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Kail's not mean. Okay, no, I take this back. Kail's mean, I'm meaner. So it's like
This
when
is Mean Girls.
when we get mean, I feel like I out mean Kail.
Wow.
Like I feel like I could make Kail cry before she could make me cry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
What?
Yeah, Lindsie could eat. Yeah. That I will definitely second that.
Because you're harsh. You'll
Because
just say,
when she's coming, it's guns
It's
blazing.
like guns blazing, like a transfer truck.
And it's like, oh, wow, okay. And I would cry out of like frustration.
yeah.
"Aw,
And
Do you-
see,
are you
I
a
would just be
crier?
like, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
you get hurt."
She called me a crybaby yesterday.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not even so much like the hurt. It's like 1/3 hurt, 2/3 frustration. Don't feel like I'm being heard. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's more what it is.
And see, I'm just going to,
And I'm a people pleaser.
I'm a really bad communicator in the way of, I feel like you hear me more if I'm yelling, but like I know you're not. Like I know you're actually hearing me less, but it makes me feel so good to be like screaming.
Well,
Do you yell?
I'm more of the silent.
Mad person,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I do cast a cold shadow, I hear.
Here.
when I'm angry. It's not a pleasant experience.
Right.
But I'm not really a yeller.
See,
and I'm not a name caller. But you'd think, because we're all on reality TV, that's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be, is everyone yelling all the time.
I try not to call names.
I fit that part.
I used to call names, but I definitely don't do it now.
No.
It's like, I don't know.
I called Kail a crybaby, but that was just like out of love. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you though, because I know that you and Will were on the show together, and you talked to the relationship people. And did you feel like you took away stuff from that you're going to apply, or was it just fun to do?
No, I think it was definitely fun to do, and I kind of like learned something from them because they had been together 2 times longer than Will and I have been together, so they've been together like 30 years.
They're at a different place.
And like they've been through the phases. And I asked them, I'm like, have you ever been in a point in your relationship that like you just don't even know what to talk about?
Had they been in a place where they wanted to leave each other?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
And just like at a place of you have nothing in common, or you, I feel like everybody has been there in a relationship, even
and
if it's
what
like
they
not.
just white knuckle it, got through it.
Yeah,
yeah,
and yeah,
that's the kind of relationship I want to be in.
Is that what
No.
you crave?
Yeah,
I think-
like no matter how bad it gets, like you have to choose that person, right? So you
but
guys
I feel
really
like you're not
almost
there
went
yet. I feel like you're not like there to like. I feel like you want to do that, but maybe you're not like your picker's not good yet.
Like, have you and Adam ever gone through a phase where you guys like maybe we're not gonna make it?
Yeah.
And then what made you choose each other still?
Well, he's a good man, and that makes all the difference, because he was like, I hear what you're saying, and I see the ways that I was wrong, and I saw the ways that I was wrong.
Right.
And so we could come together. But usually there's somebody that thinks they walk on water.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that they don't do anything wrong. But if both
Right.
people are like, yeah, I kind of sucked, or I messed up.
Right.
Kail and I are both similar in the fact of self-awareness. Like,
Yeah.
I know when I'm wrong, and I'm not afraid to be like, okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I am sometimes like, oh, I don't want to say this, but I am.
It's the worst.
But yeah, it's the worst.
But I guess
admitting.
what I mean is like, not necessarily when you're like fighting. It's more like the falling out of love part.
Oh.
Like where's that line where you're like, okay, this is a bad patch, and are we going to get through this? To like, okay, I don't know if I'm even in love with you anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like where we're going to choose to try to work through it and make it work, or it's time to go.
I feel like if you found that person who made you feel like you were their family, no matter what, that you would reciprocate that.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you crave that.
It's weird because I feel like I had that with Javi, but I just wasn't in love with him.
Oh, you mean the chemistry wasn't there?
Like
I do feel like
it
I
was
like
there.
chemistry.
Like we would go on fun trips and we'd have fun together, but it like the in loveness.
Really?
I feel
No.
like Kail loved Javi. She wasn't in love with Javi. And
Right.
that's two totally different things. And I kind of went through that with Will. It's like, okay, are you in love, or do you just love this person because you've spent so much time with them developing? A lot of me is like failure. You know, like I've spent 10 years. I don't want that to be like a wasted, time of my life.
Right.
Like,
You've
how bad does that
invested.
suck? You know, like you've invested 10 years of your life,
Yeah.
and then it's like, okay, is this like done? Is it not? Is it? That's the worst feeling in the world.
Right.
And I heard that you said that you and Adam kind of like had the rough patch after you had your son.
Yeah.
And I think that's so relatable to so many people.
Oh, we
because
talked about that this morning.
all of us sitting at this table want to have careers and want to be good mothers. And it's hard to feel like you're picking, because sometimes you have to feel like, okay, well, I'm picking like work over being a mom, but it's not really like that. You know,
Yeah.
It's like you're just trying to juggle like all of the things, and you want to be able to do all of the things.
But I feel like sometimes we get judged for wanting have a career and be a mom, and then it kind of makes us
Because
feel like
some
we have to
people-
choose, and we don't have to.
Some people just are fine with being stay-at-home moms and just
Yeah.
fine, and that's fine, you know. And like
But that
not
doesn't make them a
wanting-
better mom than ones that choose to work.
Yeah.
I feel like I need the work aspect, and I love doing what we do, and I get fulfillment out of it in a different way than I get fulfillment out of being a mom.
Yeah.
It's like
you
different
can
type
be
of-
a better mom because you've taken this time to invest in your own career.
Right.
which benefits everybody.
Right. Well, we talked about how for Javi and for Will haven't always supported the career part of it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard when you're with somebody who doesn't respect the career aspect of us.
And that was one of the things was I was getting my PhD at the time, which is full-time job, but nobody thinks of it as that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I became like the default parent, and I didn't want to be the default parent.
No.
So it almost was like a power struggle kind of. But then once we kind of established, oh, this is what's happening, then we could navigate it.
Yeah.
But I think there is often when you have that first child or grow your family, there's a sense of like, who's going to do this extra work?
Right.
I don't want to do it.
And I think for Javi and for Will, they both had more like stable jobs, you know, like in
like a 9 to 5, or like they knew what they were going to do every day. I think
so. It's hard to understand like somebody that has like that entrepreneurial mindset of okay, like I'm just going to like grind and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and like I'm still going to be a mom. And if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Yeah,
and it's not something that you can like preach. You just don't get it.
But to your point about like not wanting the extra work, I think that kind of ties into with like having to choose. People will look at us differently if we don't want, if we can't take on that extra mom work at the time that we're trying to launch ourselves into like school or career or whatever, and people
This is an
judge.
example. I felt like almost a sense of guilt coming to California to record podcast, knowing that I love what I do and I'm going to have fun doing it.
Leaving
my son at home because he has school. And then it's like the social media pressure of knowing that I'm going to be posting stories on Instagram and be posting stuff and it's not going to have Jackson and it's going to be me and Kail. And it's like, okay, are you being a bad mom? Like, no, I'm not being a bad mom.
But that doesn't really happen for husbands who travel for work.
No, not at all.
There's not like but where are your kids?
No,
It doesn't cross people's mind.
Will was in Texas like multiple times for like almost a week at a time and it never even crossed his mind. Or probably anybody else's mind for that matter.
I can't tell you how many meetings I've gone to where people be like, well, who has your son?
Well, I asked where Lincoln was.
Well, that's because we're both here, so it's a fair question.
Right.
But I've gone into meetings by myself. I'm like, he has a dad, and his dad is around. And but that would never, and I asked him this, has anyone ever asked you where Lincoln is when you go to a meeting? He said no. It just doesn't occur to people that anything's missing.
It's like the mom's supposed to do like everything.
Well, so on this trip, actually, I try to plan podcasting around when my kids are with their dads. And
she's not going to have them anyway.
I wouldn't have Lincoln, any of my kids anyway.
Right.
Someone messaged me and was like, so does Lincoln live with his dad now?
It's
like he's with his dad the exact same amount of time.
Exact the same amount. I will say that on this trip, I did have to give him up for 2 extra days because I did throw my sister a baby shower. But me even just coming to see my family without my kids right before this is a huge problem, and I don't have my kids and I'm never with them and I don't post them, and if I don't post them, I must not have them.
I'm sure it's worse for you because you're on a show where motherhood is your identity.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
So that's what box people really want to put you in.
So weird.
But it is true for most women, I think.
And I think, okay, a few times I posted pictures on Instagram that like didn't have Jackson in it. I guess it was like in a row. And people are like, well, where's Jackson at? It's like, well, he's probably at preschool. He's probably at, it's like he
might
does
be
have
visiting
a life.
other family members. He may or may not have a play date.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so crazy how people, and it's like, okay, you go to their social media and it's like either pictures of like cats and dogs and they don't show their face, or they don't even have kids, or if they do, then they're not in pictures with their kids either. So I'm like, okay, this is a total double standard, and I feel like it's such a judgment. And I wonder if like normal moms get it.
I know they do. I know it because when I got pregnant, I was in grad school, and people were like, "What are you going to do? Are you going to keep working?" And that's a fair question, but nobody ever asked Adam that when he said he was going to be a dad. Of course, he's going to keep working. Mm-hmm. So it's that double standard, and I don't think the intentions are bad. It's just what culturally, we're used
expected
to.
Of us. Yeah,
yeah,
but. These are very relatable issues that moms have to deal with no matter what their job or no job is.
Exactly. And I can't help that, like, I just found something that I love doing, It's like maybe some people judge it because maybe they're, and a different place in their life where their career might not be as fulfilling, or something, like an angry mom or something that's going on there, or like somebody who's not even a mom.
We have to acknowledge that it's weird to be paid to be yourself. And that's what we do as
people
podcasters.
People don't think that we have jobs and we don't work. It's crazy.
Reality TV is weird like that, and podcasting is weird like that. So you kind of have to let
people always ask that, don't they? They're like,
when are you going to use your degree is the number one question I get. When are you going to you put all this time into school, when are you going to use your degree? Well, what do you guys think I'm doing?
Well, and heaven forbid someone learn just to learn. Like,
well,
you don't have
how many friends do I have that went to college, have bachelor's, masters, and they don't even work in their career field?
Of course.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We really
hopefully we'll get to go on Brain Candy podcast at some point.
Gosh, we don't know. We'll see. We're kind of booked. I don't know.
She double booked. She's going to double book that day.
Double booked for sure.
Yes.
Well,
You're
thank you guys
welcome.
so much for listening to our episode this week. If you have not followed us on @Coffee Convos Podcast on Instagram, you can follow us over there. And if you have not subscribed to us on iTunes, you can search us on the Purple Podcast app by typing in Coffee Convos, clicking subscribe, click the 5th star, and you can also leave written reviews. And we're also available on Pandora. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Yay. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babes,